Hey, hey, found another one. This is Jimmy here from Jimmy's Rebuilders. Uh, Man, look at this. It's a 67 Camaro RS. Man, look at this thing. It's got, man, this thing it's just hit all over. It's got a small block Chevy. It's probably a 327 or something. I don't know what this thing's got in it. Uh, I really don't think this is a rebuildable car. This is make a good donor car. You could, that's about, I think, because the body looks like this thing's pretty well sprung on this thing. It got, you look at the damage on this thing. Uh, the interior looks pretty nice. So if you had your no rusted out car, well, I don't even know if it rusted out car. If you got one that's in pretty bad shape, the interior's pretty nice. Uh, Look at the seats in this thing. Thing is pretty nice inside here. But that's probably it's hard to tell with this, but I don't know if that's a 327 or a late 350 or something. But if you look down here, it's got double hump heads on it, and that's probably an aftermarket intake, aluminum intake. I don't know what carburetor's on there. It doesn't look like a Holly, so I don't know if that's a quadrijet or you can't tell really from looking at it, but anyway. But it's got headers on it. But this is kind of a base Camaro, I think. I don't think it's anything special here. Cause, it's got manual brakes, and what do you bet this thing's probably got manual steering, no air conditioning, and but this thing did have well, that's the serial number here. Let's go over here and look down here. Where is that at here? And I can't even tell from looking at it here now. What is it? But it's got the hideaway headlights in it. So I don't know if that's something that came with this car or what. I can't tell from looking at this thing. This might be is that an RS or what is this thing? I don't even know what this is. This might be an RS. I don't know what. It's not an SS. I don't think. It's just. But anyway. There's just not many parts left on this car. The hood's bent. I don't know if you might be able to salvage it, but I doubt it. There's just not many good parts on it. It's got retractable headlights, but I don't know if those are something you could use. Deck lids probably is. I don't know if you can. Not too many things you can use on this car on the outside. But if you had one of those bodies from real deal steel or whatever, you could just swap the bin over and everything, you'd have your car. But this thing's just sprung all over. Just look at this thing. You can look at the top. It looks like you see the top's bent in the middle here. So it must have hit here and it just warped this body all to pieces here. There's just not much left on it. But man, look at the tires on those. I bet those are 15 by 10s on there at least. And one of those L60 15s on there. Anyway, I don't know, man. You do have a door. It's good. So you probably have a door, maybe a quarter panel section, and some glass. That's about it. But anyway, there's a rear spoiler, and maybe a bumper. But there's just not a lot left on this car. It's any good here. But it's be interesting to see what this thing goes for. It's running. It says 2,300 right now. But this thing's going to sell tomorrow. I just saw this thing, so it's going to sell tomorrow in Akron, Ohio, at the Copart there. And it says, what does it say? It's going to be a pure sale. I didn't see an insurance company name on there or anything, so I don't know. It probably, I don't know what. More than likely, it probably is. I couldn't tell from looking at this thing here. But sometimes you can see if it's an insurance company or somebody. It's got a name at the bottom that's down here, so I don't know. Underneath the number here, there's a name on there, so it must be an insurance company, I would think. Because usually, if an individual or something, it doesn't really show. But let's see. Oh, yeah, it's an RS. There you go. There's an RS. Let's stick it right there, RS. Okay, so it's a Rally Sport. So, it's still a pretty desirable car. I bet it's a nice little car when it was new. It's just a little street ride. It's nothing. It's not a race car or anything. Just a nice little street ride. Might probably have a little cam in it and whatever, some headers. It probably sounded pretty good. But anyway, what else on this thing? There's not a lot left on this thing. This thing's going to sell. Today is what is today? What's today? The 5th. This is 5th, so it's going to sell tomorrow. What the hell? So I guess it's going to sell 11.6. What it's going to sell. See what I had. But anyway, Anyway, I just saw this thing. I thought I'd pass it on to you. You know, it doesn't even have a quarter panel section good. Look, it's bent right there. You could have used a quarter panel section on this thing. So anyway, there's just not a lot of parts left on it. But I just thought this was interesting, though. Somebody's looking for a car for parts and stuff. Man, look at the tires on there. It's got a good rubber on it. But anyway, I'll let you go. If I see something else interesting, I'll pass it along. But I try to look and see if I can find stuff. It takes me a while to find stuff on there. There's so many cars on here. I find something that's kind of interesting, people are interested in. But anyway, our stuff I think is cool. But anyway, I'll let y'all go till I find something else. But this is going to sell pretty quick, so if anybody's interested in it, you better get going. Yes, it's here. The sale date November 6th, 2023. So anyway, all right, well, get your bids in on this one. Akron, Ohio. So it's probably not rusty because it looked like somebody's probably kept this thing, kept it up here. I don't mind. Just doesn't look like it's rusted anyway. But anyway, well, I'll talk to y'all later till I find something different, and then I'll pass it on to you. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye.